drinking some lemon water, because what I'm going to talk to you today about is skincare. And that was actually my New Year's resolution this year. I thought, you know, I can probably be nicer to my skin. And one of the things that is super crucial to skincare is drinking tons of water. It keeps your skin hydrated, and I noticed, especially in the wintertime where I live, it is crazy dry. I actually live in literally the driest state in the nation, so lucky me. But I have noticed that with drinking more water, my skin is just a lot more hydrated. I get acne less. It's awesome. So yeah, wanted to talk to you about skincare. For those of you who are curious about my skin type, my particular skin type is combination super oily, but then because I have to use an acne treatment, it gets a little dry in certain areas, and then in the wintertime, it's like super parched from all hydration, but then it gets oily during the day. It's really cool. When I was a teenager, I had awesome skin. I had really flawless skin, and so I would wash it with Neutrogena or Clean and Clear or whatever all the cool teenagers were using back then. And then I got adult onset acne when I was 18 years old, between high school and college. And that is an ego killer. It's really difficult to be dealing with acne after everyone else's skin has cleared up. And it seems really unfair, and it makes you really paranoid. And the worst part about it is that adult onset acne can last till like menopause.
What? Really? Okay, that's awesome.
So I've been dealing with that, but in looking at old pictures, I realized that my skin now is so much better than it used to be. So there's definitely hope that my skin will improve before I'm like 60 or 50 or whatever. And I think a lot of it has to do with how I'm treating it, because I'm really babying my skin these days, which is really important. So I'm going to kind of talk about my entire skincare regimen, the products that I really like to use. This is pretty specific to my skin type, but that doesn't mean that there aren't things that you can't take away if you have a different skin type than I do. Obviously, if you have drier skin, then you're going to need more hydration. If you have normal skin, then bye Felicia. And if you have really, really oily skin, then this is definitely the video for you. So what I wanted to start with were my favorite products. I'm not going to explain a lot about how I use them, because I've got a little tutorial for you after this. You get to see me without makeup, so you can stay tuned for that. First thing I want to talk about is face wash, and what I love to use is coconut oil. I don't love it at the end of the day because I wear so much makeup, and I do use eye makeup remover and I use makeup remover wipes, but I feel like it just gets really deep down into my pores because I'm wearing so much of it, and the coconut oil doesn't remove it as fully as I'd like. So I do use a face wash for that. I always use something gentle and for sensitive skin.
One thing, I like to use sensitive skin products for two reasons. One, I do have really sensitive skin, and two, they have fewer creepy ingredients in them. They don't have fragrances usually, and I don't know, I prefer sensitive skin. I encourage a lot of people to use sensitive skin products even if they don't have sensitive skin, because I think that there are some benefits to it, and they work just as effectively as the harsher stuff.
So anyways, but in the mornings, I like to use coconut oil, or at the end of the day, if I haven't really worn any makeup, coconut oil is a great option as well. It's inexpensive, you can buy it everywhere, it comes in a huge jar, and there's tons of it, and it lasts you forever. It smells like coconut, so if you hate the smell of coconut, then sorry, you're really not going to like this. But you should get over that and use this because it's so awesome. I get a really nice deep clean with it. It's also really good for oil pulling. My skin is clearer, it's more hydrated and nourished. But that's step number one. Step number two, I like to use a toner. The reason I use toner is because of how oily my skin is. I feel like it tightens the pores and it kind of keeps the oil at bay longer than if I don't use it. I think if you have really dry skin, toner is probably going to end up hurting you in the long run because it's sucking away all of the moisture. If you aren't a normal toner user, then you might want to think about using it for special events, days that you know you're going to be wearing your makeup crazy long, or for photo shoots, just because it can tighten up those pores, help everything go on a little bit smoother. If you're an adult, salicylic acid is going to be your friend. and benzoyl peroxide is going to be the death of you. I'm allergic to benzoyl peroxide, so already it's a horrible combination. If I use it, literally the top layer of my skin comes off, and it's awful, and it takes forever for it to grow back. But as you get older, your skin gets more sensitive. You just have to be more gentle with it. And salicylic acid really is going to be the way to go as you get older. Acids, as weird as it sounds, are going to be your friend. The next step is an acne treatment. I actually don't use anything from the dermatologist because I've tried so many prescription treatments and I didn't think that they were any better than something at the drugstore. But if you have really bad acne, teenager or adult, you really should go to a dermatologist. Seek out a medical expert. Go to a medical spa. Don't just trust everything that's coming out of my mouth because I'm not a doctor. So this is just all based on personal experience and things that I've learned over the past few years being a makeup artist and just being a human being who has awful acne. But right now I'm using this product. I get it from Target and it's called Benzac, and honestly I bought it because it was new and I hadn't tried it before, and actually I really like it a ton. The reason is because it is a blemish clearing hydrator. So it has a salicylic acid in it, but it also is hydrating to your skin so your pimples don't get crazy dried out. It's a little on the spendy side, but you don't use very much of it. So find an acne treatment that you really like and stick with it. And if it stops working for you, then find something else because there are a billion different products out there. Next step is a serum. And I got this in my Ipsy bag in April, and I am addicted to it. Thinking about my skin at the beginning of April, and now here we are in May, my skin has improved more in the last month than I think it has in the last couple of years. It's so nourished, it feels different, the texture is different, everything about my skin is different, and I love it. This is called Hey Honey Good Morning Honey Silk Facial Serum. It's an all-day nourishing for all skin types. You apply it daily. I use it in the morning underneath my moisturizer. I don't like to wear a ton of serums on my face at night. Just it's a little bit harder for me to sleep. Well, maybe that's just me. This stuff is incredible. I've never used a skincare product that I liked more than it, to be totally honest. And I am so excited that Ipsy sent it to me, and I have to thank them and thank Hey Honey for making an incredible product. If you are vegan or you are allergic to honey, this isn't a good product for you because it does contain actual honey in it. But otherwise, this is so good. And it smells like, it just smells so good. Like really good lotion. I don't know. Stuff is a bomb. Next step for me in the mornings is just a daily moisturizer. And I do use a drugstore moisturizer. I use a lot of drugstore skincare products. There are a lot of people who think that's dumb, but works fine for me. I like oil of Olay Complete for sensitive skin because, again, no fragrances, no additional weird ingredients. And also this has sunscreen. Very important to be using a daily moisturizer with SPF in it. If you don't have SPF in it, you need to find one ASAP. I've been using this one for a really long time and I really like it a lot. I think that it hydrates appropriately. It's a really thin feeling. It doesn't smell a ton like sunscreen, and it just works. I don't get sunburned on my face when I use it. And it lasts forever. If things get really dry, then I do need to supplement with an additional hydrator, but just for spring and summer right now, this is awesome. And then the final step in my skincare is honestly lip balm. I use EOS. I love EOS products. They smell great. They don't leave the gross ring of death at all, ever. Really creamy, hydrating, and they smell awesome. They're organic. They're great. I always apply a thin layer of lip balm after I've done all of my skincare. That just makes sure that my lips are a little bit hydrated, so especially if I want to use a mattifying lipstick, that they aren't going to be really chapped looking and gross. So consider this part of your skincare. If you are taking good care of your lips, you shouldn't have to be using chapstick all the time. If you are, that actually might be contributing to a dryness in your skin. If you over exfoliate, if you over hydrate, which sounds really weird, but you can do that, then it can lead to excess dryness, so you want to avoid that. As far as additional products that I'm not using on the daily, I have a few items. I'm using the GlamGlow Supermud Clearing Treatment right now. I got this for a pretty good price, and I've been using it kind of as a spot treatment only on my chin area. I don't know. I don't really get the hype. It's really expensive. Like, this bottle costs you like $80 or $90. And I don't think it's good enough to be worth that. Like, I wanted to use this the first time and wipe it off and have like J-Lo skin, and then I didn't. So, I don't know. Thoughts? Let me know if you love this product, and I don't know. I'm just curious, so leave me comments down below. So something that I like to use on a weekly basis is an exfoliator. And this is actually gifted to me by a close friend and client who knew that I really, really wanted to try it. And she's the best ever, and I love her because this is awesome. It is the Dermalogica Gentle Cream Exfoliant. When she gave it to me, in my head it was going to be like scratchy, and it was going to remove, you know, like multiple layers of dermis, and it was going to, and then I was going to emerge with this beautiful skin. It is seriously just a cream. The only downside is that it smells gross. Not really, really bad, like not so horrible that you can't bear to have it on your face, but it's not like, oh, this is delightful, I'd like to have some more. The way that these gentle exfoliators work is that they remove all of the dull, icky stuff that's on the top layer of your skin, and it helps reveal nourished and luminous skin underneath. And this works great. You don't want to use it too frequently because even though it is gentle and it's a cream, it's still an exfoliator, and you don't want to over exfoliate because again, that can lead to excess dryness. So I only use this about once a week, but I especially peel a lot on the end of my nose, and I haven't been at all. And in the areas where I use my acne treatment where it can get kind of dry, my skin isn't dry there. So I'm digging this a ton. And most of these products, for me to actually see a difference, it takes about 3 to 4 weeks for them to kick in. So if you're using something and you've used it for like 3 days and you're kind of disappointed, unless it is harsh on your skin or you're getting some sort of an allergic reaction, stick with it because it does take a while for your skin to get used to changes in products, and it does take a while for them to really be activated properly. Whatever your skin issues may be, you can find lots of articles on them, or again, go to a dermatologist or a medical spa and kind of talk to a professional who can help you with your skin woes. These are just products that I'm using regularly. I'm noticing a huge difference in my skin. I think it looks way, way better, and I just want to share it all with you. So stay tuned. I'm going to have just my little tutorial for you, and then we're just gonna sign off. Thanks! Bye! Hey everyone! I'm going to take my coconut oil and cleanse my face with it. It doesn't take much at all to cover your entire face. I use about a teaspoon maximum, and as soon as it hits your hands, it's going to start melting, so you don't have to worry about it being difficult to rub in. I like to use circular motions and spend a little extra time on the areas I want to do a little oil pulling. You can rub the coconut oil into your skin really as long as you'd like. Sometimes I do it pretty quickly, and other mornings I spend a couple of minutes. To remove it, you'll take a damp washcloth and, using circular motions again, gently rub the oil off your face. It really won't take much time to do so, and your skin should feel moisturized as soon as you're finished. Next up is toner. I like to apply it using a small cotton round, but you can also use a cotton ball. I apply it all over my entire face. Because of my acne, I apply a very thin layer of acne cream on my trouble areas. You'll have to wait a little while for that to completely absorb into the skin and dry. Step 4 is the facial serum. I use a little less than a pea-sized amount to cover my entire face and the top of my neck. It won't really hurt to use too much, except that you'll be wasting product, and you don't really want to do that. Finally, I finish off with my daily moisturizer. Make sure it has SPF in it. Use just enough to cover your entire face and neck, and make sure you dab a little under your eyes. I have actually gotten a sunburn on my lower ids because I skipped that area. Thanks so much for watching this entire video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it so much that you want to see more, click that good old subscribe button. Make sure that you are following me on Instagram and Twitter. All my information is going to be down below, so you can go ahead and do that. Like this video, the more thumbs up, the better I feel. Comment on these videos. Anytime that you have like constructive criticism, or you want to share your thoughts on particular products, or there are certain videos that you want to see, definitely share those with me. This is a no negativity zone, so if I see anything that's really mean either towards me or towards somebody else who's commented, I will delete it and block you immediately, so just be aware of that. I am on a regular schedule now of every Tuesday and Friday, so you can expect new videos every Tuesday and Friday. Thanks so much and have a great day. Bye!